target trade. Power trigger trade.
Alright, I got a special video here on BA, 300% gains on the fourth plan, and I want to show you this. So first I want to go to I'm going to show you how we even manage this, and I want to explain all the details, as I did this to make a big point of the importance of big picture thinking, and that is how you can catch real gains, and this is what a lot of people lack. So let's go take a look at BA here. So what I said was BA is set up to test 407 to 420. Basically, we almost hit 420 today. Okay. The February 15 395 calls are what we use. Okay, we're going to use. That's basically, I didn't type that in, but that's what we used. And at the time, okay, on the 31st, of course, this is not what we paid. I have to explain this, okay? The options cost, if you look right over here, right, the 395s, the close was $300 per option. Okay, that means you're controlling 100 shares per option of BA. Okay, so of course when these go up or double, you're doubling your value. If you buy 10 options, that costs you $3,000, right? So $3,000. If you held $3,000, those 3,000, whatever you held. You know, if you held the whole $3,000, that would have turned to $9,000. That's how you get 300% gains. Okay, but that's not the case here, right? You wouldn't hold all of them. But despite, BA needs to break above 389. We got the confirmation, and we explained that because at that time, BA was at 385.62, so we needed confirmation to get in these options plans, because with options, we have one factor, time. Okay, so time is of essence. We need trigger points in order to enter, because when you have time that's against you. There's a pros and cons to options, right? And one of the problems is time. But when you have great skill like yours truly, Power Trigger Trade, big picture leader, that's not the we kill it. Let me show you what I'm talking about, people. All right, now. So here it is, BA confirming with the February 15, 395 calls at 440. So we paid 440. We had to pay $140 more per option for confirmation. So I want to make that clear to understand. Now I'm going to talk about how I managed it. So let's go take a look at February the 5th, because we had hit 100% gains, or over 100% gains, and took profits and held runners. So let me show you some things I was talking about inside of Power Group Trades. So here you can see BA looking good pre-market. Ah ha ha ha. 4 wins in a row. I was really happy, right? Because pre-market on February the 5th, BA was already up $5, right? And so our options went over 100% on that move. That was the beginning. So let me talk about it. BA, here it is again. BA just achieved a greater than 100% gains. We can talk about Apple. We also had gains in Apple. Ruco, we were waiting on Ruco. Let's see here, Apple, Home Depot, which was right. So BA runners are now at $1,110, as BA is at 403.50. So I'm kind of explaining what I have stops at 9.0. Okay, we will look to see if we can get 1,300 to 1,500 on the runners. Well, we got better than that. I was actually looking for more as an adaptive measure. Stops for BA have moved them to 10 now, as it was going higher on February the 3rd, February the 5th. You have to go take a look at your charts on February the 5th. It was going higher. You see, I wrote the time 405. BA was at 405.52. The options, I moved them to 10, but the options were at 12.50 at the time. BA stops are now at 12.80. Stops at 10. BA stops are now at 12.80. Stops at 10. I wonder what stop. Options are 12.80, stops at 10.40. Oh, the options were at 12.80 and my stops are at 10.40, because the last stops, as you can see here, were at 9, and then I moved into 10.40, and the price of the options were 12.80. BA stops now at 11 for the February 15, 395 calls, right? Because we made our money on February the 6th, okay, where I cashed out, and I'll show you this here. The options are at 13.90 now, as BA is at 407. I'm going to show you the close of BA just to show you how powerfully correct I was, the big picture for BA. This is what a skill many people lack. All right, now. So read what I'm saying over here. And BA, February the 5th, stops have now hit, options are now at 15. Of course, I'm still in my stops. My stops are at 11. So we held into this, to the lo and behold, I mean, I'm making a lot of comments here to show you. February the 5th stops at 1300 as BA, February 5th are at 1620. So on February the 5th, they actually closed at 1620. My stops were at 13. Okay. Now, why you say 7 hours? Because that's today, and I'm making the video 7 hours after. BA paying more. Enjoy what, okay? Now, I said, it says 7 hours because this is, by the way, 7 hours right now after. That's for my February, this is February the 6th post, okay? BA, I will move my stops to the February 15, 395 calls to 15 now. Then, I talked about BA. Options hit a high of 1755. They went actually hit a high of 19. Didn't catch this though, okay? This is why I got stopped at 1440. I put my stops, I moved them to 4, and I actually got stopped at 1440 per option, which is about 300% gains on my runners. Let me show you what I mean now. Let me show you the outcome here. So today is February the 6th. As you can see, BA hit a high of 413.88. Okay. And the options, you can see here, the 395 calls, they closed at $1,600, okay? So there was fluctuation. They hit a high of about almost practically $1,900 per option. So there was a point where they were even up 400%, or at least greater than 350%, we'll say, okay, to make it simple. But at least I attained another 300% winner in January in BA, right? Because we've been catching BA since 320 to the 4, about 100-point swing, okay? With options, okay? And a company like this costs a lot of money to own shares. But people with, even if you're invested with $800, okay? You'd be controlling 200 shares, you'd be making all kinds of money. You need somebody who has skill. And you want to get yourself inside of Power Group Trades. Let me show you what I'm talking about, people. Let me show you. All right, people, welcome to Power Trick or Trade on my Twitter. Confirmation is key. What you want to do is study this pinned tweet video. It explains how to become a member inside of Power Group Trades. So you click this video and it explains. Very simple. All right, now. Also, you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll find the link on my Twitter page as well. I'm going to click to the link here. I'm going to click to the link. All right, this will bring you to Power Target Trades. What you want to do, and I always tell people, study my created playlist, okay? And, you know, plans like you can see there's even another. We've had 2 300% gainers in BA, okay, in January. And a few hundred percent gainers as well in BA, all in January. 4 winning plans in a row in January, win after win. As you can see, and it was one of my biggest focus stock. And I'm going to talk more about why my system is superior to anything out there, is because I do something, I have a better ability than most to realize what's in favor over any other stock. And that puts the odds greatly in our favor. This is why we're so successful in January, right? BA alone, just this one plan alone, it was the best performer, but it was also the one I focused the most, and the one that requires the most skill. And many services and options traders lack the skill. Completely are like pebbles compared to yours truly, Power Trick or Trade. So at the end of the video, you're going to see a picture of me in a circle format. Click on it, and it'll give you an easy way to subscribe. I also do live streams usually. Check on my Twitter. I talk about the 9 p.m. if I do it, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. Eastern Standard Time in Canada. Okay, so you got to look at your time, whatever you live in, and figure out what 9 p.m. is your time. You know, like, so anyways, you got to think, got to use your brains. All right, now. So subscribe. When you see a picture of me, I'll see you on. Get yourself inside a Power Group Trade, but study, really study. You want to understand what I'm about. You can't make money until you understand how to make money with options, and Power Trick or Trade will help you do that.
Power Target Trades. Power Trick or Trade.